Alright, bro, before you click off to the deck list, give me like 10 seconds of your time, alright? Just know this. I play casually. I do not really play competitively. I left all competitive like games and shit behind when I stopped playing sports. So with this deck list, keep in mind it's mostly to be fun and enjoy the game. But if you're looking for a very competitive build, personally, out of this video, I would recommend going straight to control build. But there are other videos from other people who will probably have a more optimal build, or the Warrock Discord if you want to learn more about Warrocks. I'll link that into the description as well. But yeah, if you still are looking forward to seeing the builds in this video, here, enjoy. Now, I'm sorry I'm getting this shit out to you guys real late. The problem was I lost all my data. I actually made this video a while ago, but I lost, my computer got wiped or whatever. Something happened. Anyways, we here now, and I'm going to show you guys a total of not one, not two, but 4 different Warrock builds, okay? Now, if you're new to Warrock, don't worry. I got a base kit here for you, okay? I got a little starter pack for you. If you want to play for other playstyles of Warrock, I got you with a control variant. I actually find this one to be the most successful. And I have the aggressive variant. Just want to, straight up win the game as soon as possible with Warrocks. And then I have my personal favorite. I call it Big Swing because, you know why. Let's get this started with the Warrock base foraging. Now, please take note, like I said before, okay? I don't like spending money on games, and so you'll see that some of the cards in this base variant I don't own because I did not opt for getting them off the rip. It just is what it is. But I just learned to play around them, and you'll see why in the Big Swing build. I'm probably going to post that one last because, we got to hit them views, my boy. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get this started. Now, starting off, we have the triple Ash Blossom as a standard. Then we got triple Fortia, triple Gactos, triple Winto. Now, with these 3, these are level 4 Warrock monsters. Fortia is going to be your searcher. And Gactos is your hype man, jump man. You already know what he do, baby. Gactos, when you normal summon an Earth Warrior monster, you can special summon Gactos onto the field. Going into Fortia, special summon Gactos, or going into Winto, special summon Gactos, gets you an easy rank 4 play. Dig right into that toolbox and do what you gotta do, alright? Now, with Winto, though, Winto is a bit of a, it's a special one, not just because of the art, alright? Now, with Winto, when an Earth Warrior monster battles, you can pay 800, and let's be real, bro, 800 life points, it ain't really that much, because, life point cost ain't shit in Yugioh. When you pay 800, you can have that Earth Warrior monster then gains 800 attack. The best thing about Winto is that she gets over base form Eldritch, which I run into a lot. And so being able to have a monster I can just out them by just having the card out there is actually pretty good. The problem with this one is that she does get hit hard with skill drain, but what deck doesn't? So if you see right here, if whenever Gactos is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you could special summon out a level 5 or higher Warrock monster from your hand or deck. Both Fortia and Winto have this effect. And you can use that to then summon out your copy of Orpus, your Mammon, your Skylar for some big brain plays. Or just normally going into Meterogon because he cannot be destroyed by card effects. But yeah, that's going to do it for the level 4 Warrock monsters. Going in after that, we have Orpus. Orpus is starting out to be our first level 5 monster. You can normal summon both the level 5 Warrock monsters without tributing, thankfully. So you can still normal summon Orpus, special summon Gactos. Anytime you normal summon an Earth Warrior monster, you can special summon Gactos. Okay? But after damage calculation, when an Earth Warrior monster battles, you can send a Earth Warrior monster from your deck to the graveyard, which you normally want to be sending with Orpus is definitely going to be Bashellos to then set him up. Because if you crash with Orpus, you can then, after damage calculation, send Bashellos. And then when Orpus is destroyed, because it goes damage calculation, then destruction, okay? Because after Orpus is destroyed, you can then activate Bashellos in the graveyard to bring out Bashellos. So then you'll have a 2900 attack monster that can just sit there and hopefully hold the ground. Or when you activate Bashellos' effect during your turn, is your battle phase, you can swing directly for 2900 attack. Either way, it's a decent play. Like I said, none of these cards are going to be like absurdly meta, okay, bro? You're playing Warrocks. You're already at disadvantage. Just have fun with it. Just have fun, bro. Fuck. Next, we have our other level 5, Mammon. Mammon is a bit of a special case. I kind of like him, but I also don't at the same time. Let me explain. Mammon, same as deals level 5. You can normal summon him without tributing. But When a Earth Warrior monster battles, you could target a spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy it, and then your Warlock monsters gain 200 attack. And this, like I said, I'm conflicted between Madmon because although he is a role filler and destroy spell and trap cards, it's not reliable for you to get the 200 boost that you need in Warrocks. So I put him at 1 strictly because, you know, he's a role filler, he's a hype man, he's just there. He's like, if you need something, I got you. I got you, but I can't always get you. I got you. All right? He's just there just in case. Speaking of there just in case, we got my girl Skylar. Now, Skylar, if you could summon Skylar as a special summon or like any kind of like free normal summon, she would be 10 times better. But unfortunately, she's a level 6, so she doesn't get the benefit of level 5s. And with Skylar's effect, it says this. She gains 100 for every single monster your opponent controls. And during the battle phase, mind you, this is very important to take note of. It says during the battle phase in which your Earth Warrior monster battles, or has battled, pardon. You can target a level 5 or lower warrior monster from your graveyard and summon it. All your Warlock monsters gain 200, but you cannot attack directly with level 5 or lower monsters. She would be so good if you could summon her on her own, but unfortunately you can't, so I had to put her at 1 to reduce bricking. Now, going on with Meteoragon, or Meteoragon, I call him Metero because it just sounds easier for me to say. It's probably said a different way and I'm just butchering shit, but hey, I'm sorry. Metero cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and when an attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's monster, you can negate your opponent's monster's effects for the rest of this turn. So even if it's in the graveyard, it does not good its graveyard effects. That is probably one of the best things about Metero. In addition to that, the quick effect, you can make all Warlock monsters you control gain 200, and Metero can attack again on monsters. He gains 2 attack on monsters. That is the next card we have up here. Next monster, our last monster on this list in the main deck. During a battle phase in which your Earth Warrior monster battle is a quick effect, you can activate this effect. This card can attack directly this turn. Also, all Warlock monsters you control gain 200 attack. So Bashelos is going to then become a 2700 attack monster to a 2900 attack monster that can attack directly at your opponent. In addition to that, when a Earth Warrior monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon Bashelos from the hand or graveyard, but banish him when it leaves the field. So he's very, very good. Like I said, with the Orpus setup, you crash with Orpus, Orpus dies, and then you bring out Bashelos, and Bashelos can attack directly for 2900. Now, another thing to take note of that I did not say earlier, all the Warlock monsters effects that involve them gaining, 200 attack points, every single Warlock monster except for Gactos and Winto, that attack boost sticks until your opponent's end phase. So if you activate these effects during your turn, say if you get like 3 effects off, that's plus 600, and then you get another battle phase, and if any of your Earth Warrior monsters battle, more than likely you're going to activate all 3 effects again, so you'll then end up with all your Warlock monsters gaining plus 1200 attack, okay? It's a lot of attack boost right there, just from the Warlocks themselves. Now let's go into the spell cards here. The spell cards you're really going to be playing are Reinforcement in the Army, Extravagance, Triple Magnum Shield. Now, most people don't really run a Magnum Shield in the Warlock deck. I don't really understand why. I guess because like it's a brick, but in my mind, I think it's like a very good card for them because it just makes them bigger, stronger monsters. Okay, they just get bigger and stronger for no reason. What Magnum Shield does is that when you equip it to a warrior monster, and while it's in attack mode, it gains attack equal to its defense. When it's in defense, it gains defense equal to its attack. All the Warlock monsters have attack equal to their defense. So when I first saw it, I said, yo, there's no way that I should not be running Magnum Shield in this. I'm literally doubling Orpus from being 2100 to 4200. That is no laughing matter. Metero, and let me tell you, if Bashelos gets 2 Magnum Shields, that's game, because all you gotta do is crash one other Warlock monster, attack directly with Bashelos. It's over. It's actually just over at that point. Okay. Then we got triple copies of Warlock Mountain. Warlock Mountain is probably the heart and soul of the deck. It's your searcher. It's your special summoner during the battle phase, and it protects your Warlock monsters from battle. So you can send Warlock Mountain to the graveyard instead of having your Warlock monsters being destroyed. So if you got Fortia up with just Mountain, if Fortia battles, you can send Mountain to prevent Fortia's destruction, and you then get Fortia's effect off. It's wonderful. Then we're running 2 copies of Warlock Dignity. Some people opt to run 3 of these, but I opt to run 2 because I would much rather search out the Dignity and then use it during my phase versus having the Dignity and just like let it be set just for my opponent to then wipe the board with it, because a lot of people are playing a shit ton of spell and trap removal. So I'd rather want to have the Dignity in hand to activate during the battle phase versus setting it and opting to, you know, activate it during my opponent's phase, hopefully, because everyone's running Lightning Storm, everyone's running Harpy's Feather Duster, everyone's running, like, I don't know, Mystical Space Typhoon or some shit. I'd rather play around that and have a strategy during my turn than having, you know, oh, you gotta have this, you gotta have as many negates as you possibly can, bro. You gotta slap on those negates, gotta slap in those negates, boy. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Now we're gonna go into Warrock Spirit. I like Warrock Spirit. I just don't like how when you summon the monsters in attack mode, they lose their effects and they can't attack directly. It's kind of stupid. But I like the defense version. I'd rather use Spirit to summon monsters in defense when I need like an extra boost of 200 from one of my Warrock monsters. And lastly, we're gonna go into triple impermanence, triple generations. You gotta have triple generations in a Warlock deck. You got to have triple generations, okay? This card is so good. It lets you get out your Bachellos, your Matero, your Skylar, and it forces your opponent to attack into them, so you can then activate your level 4's effects. It's just a really, really good card, okay? And lastly, Big Blow. Big Blow is a very, very niche card. The problem with Big Blow is that it can only be activated during the main phase. I don't really see a loss in it. It's either you can really just be like a filler card. Some people could opt for letting this be an upstart goblin. But I just like having the ability to have Big Blow just in case. I'd rather have just in case options than having the, oh, this is surefire, this is always going to work. It's always going to work. I'd rather have the possibility like, yo, you got to be prepared. Then again, it's just me, bro. And then closing out with the extra deck. It don't really matter with the extra deck, bro. But I'm going to go double Cowboy, double Dweller, Heartland Draco, Bagooskies. I like Fireball Exceed Dragon because it helps shut down Link decks. I sold Ferocious Flame Swordsman. My girl also because, you know that's my daughter. Then you got Geonator Traverser. Traverser actually has won me duels unsuspectingly. I'll like switch over the Ash Blossom and my opponent's monster, then attack the Ash Blossom that I gave them. It's kind of bullshit, but it works and it's funny. And then Gaia because I like Gaia. I like Gaia. That's it. There's no other explanation, bro. I just like Gaia. Okay. So that's the base variant of Warrock. Now let's get into a more aggressive build of Warrock. This one you're like hell bent on winning as soon as possible. Like you gotta get him out of here, man. Gotta get him out of here. Get him out of here, coach. So we're gonna switch out the Ash Blossom for the Gamma package. The only difference with the Warrock monsters here is that we have taken out Mammon and played triple Orpus, and only are running 1 copy of Matero. Everything else involving the Warrocks are the same. We are then adding in a couple Kaijus. Just for, you gotta have a kaiju just in case. You never know you're gonna run into like a Sky Striker player or you're gonna run into that one hero player. You gotta tribute out the monster they have. And then for the spell cards, we're gonna go for double Lightning Storm. Again, I don't have this card. I only got 1 copy because, like I said, I ain't spending money on shit. Triple Prosperities because it's a better card than Extrav. I'd rather personally draw, but in this version of the deck, you're gonna want to dig deep for the cards that can let you win. All right, you're gonna want to dig, my boy. You gotta want to dig. All right. And of course, I always run triple Magnum Shield on Warrocks. I'm not gonna explain this one. You can opt out and change this card however you want. It's your flavor. In my flavor, I'm going with triple Magnum Shield. It works for me. And then we're gonna go triple Mountain right here, cause triple Mountain, baby. Then we got double or nothing because we're running the Utopia the double. We gotta run him, so you gotta have double or nothing in the package, baby. And then we got Warrock Dignity, 2 of. Now for the trap cards, we're going to switch it out a bit, all right? We're going to go triple evenly matched, triple copies of Infinite Impermanence, and triple generations. Like I said, the evenly matched being added in here is it's literally to help wipe your opponent's board, okay? I do not want my opponent to have a board. I want to end their lineage. For the extra deck, we're going to have a Cypher with Omega for the Gamma package. Then we're going to run the Utopia package, 1 copy of Cowboy, 2 copies of Zubaba General. Now, if you haven't read Zubaba General, bro, this is a blast from the past, man. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Demon Turret from this card. Equip 1 warrior monster from your hand to this card. This card gains attack equal to the combined attack of the equipped monsters to it by this effect. Bro, Zubaba General, if you equipped him with the Bashellos, that is a 4,700 attack monster. That is a beast. Then you got the Utopia Prime just to back us up. And then you got, basically, I call it the Utopia package, really. You know, triple Utopia. I call it double Prime. There's no reason for it. I just play double Prime. Then Utopia double. You could make this 3 of. I just play it as 2 of because I don't want to, you know, run into any issues or whatever. And then you got Firewall like Sea Dragon because I love this card so much. And Utopia the Lightning because it's Utopia the Lightning. That's gonna do it for the aggressive version. Like I said, with the aggressive version, you're gonna want to shut down your opponent ASAP. And I'm not talking Rocky, alright? Now for the next variant, we're gonna go into the more control variant of Warrocks, okay? Now for the control variant of Warrocks, it's a bit more expensive. You can see right here, there's a certain card in here that you have probably never seen in your life. You're gonna go here, as far as the Warrock monster, we're gonna go triple for the double Gactos, double Winto, double Matero, and double Bashellos. There's no Skylar, no Mama, no Orpus. Because this is strictly to control the field. You're gonna run double Gamma Sail and double Gadarla for your kaijus. I really like kaijus, and I really like running the wind kaiju over Kamungas because you're seeing a lot of people who want to run that wind statue bullshit, and so I'd rather have Garla there to tribute the monster and then activate my effects. Or hell, I can just normal summon a friggin' Warrock monster and attack over the barrier statue from there. Go figure. And so after that, we're gonna go with the regular 1 reinforcement in the army, triple copies of Kaiju Slumber, triple copies of Pot of Extravagance, triple copies of Mountain, double copies of Dignity. Just basically my regular playset. And then you got double Storming Mirror Force. It's out of any Mirror Force, I would rather play Storming Mirror Force, okay? Because it bounces the cards back. Don't ask me why I play this. Like I said, I just love it. I just love fucking with my opponent, okay? I just love it. Infinite Impermanence, 3 of, always. Gravedigger's Trap Hole. This card is also really, really freaking good in today's game because it negates the effects of monsters in the hand or graveyard. Negate that effect, and if you do, your opponent takes 2k. 2k damage, bro. Like, I found this card when I was making trap tricks, and it's actually like a really good card because I do run Rafflesia in the control build. And having Gravedigger's Trap Hole with Rafflesia just in case. Nice. And then we got triple generations. It's a control build. You're going to see a lot of trap cards, so you got to run generations at 3. Now it comes for the spiciness. Grand Horn of Heaven. Bro, Grand Horn of Heaven is actually one of the spiciest cards I have read. During your opponent's main phase, when they would special summon a monsters, or monsters, negate the summon. And if you do, destroy that monster. Then your opponent draws 1 card, then end the main phase. End it. If you're special summoning anything, bro, end your shit right now. You're done. You're done. We're going to the battle phase now. I don't care. I do not care. We're going right to the battle phase. I do not care. When you activate this during main phase 1, you are essentially skipping the entire main phase 1 and going straight to the battle phase. Then your Warrock cards are going to activate. It's great. Next, we have Rivalry of the Warlords. This is, like I said, control variant, so you gotta have double Warlord, double summon limit, because you're not really gonna be summoning too much. You could probably slap this card in any Warrock deck and just like see viability. But I just like it in the control build more because, you know, only 2 summons, you good. Next up, we got Gozen Match. Like I said, you're only running Earth Warrior monsters, really, so Gozen Match into Rivalry of the Warlords does not affect you at all. And that's how we run 2 of them. It'll affect our opponents more than it will affect us. As far as that goes for the extra deck, Triple Cowboy, Dweller, Heartland Draco, Rafflesia, Baguskis, and Firewalling Seed with our Geonator. These numbers do not fucking matter, bro. Like, you can play with this however you want. Hell, you can just take out the extra deck and slap in a bunch of Blue Eyes Fusions. It don't matter. You're rarely going to go into the extra deck as well. Alright? Now, that's it for the control variant. Like I said, this is probably the most successful one I've had. And that's going to do it for the control variant. Like, this is the variant I've seen the most success with. Not just in Master Duel, but I see success with this one when I play in other online sims like Dueling Book, YGO Pro, everything. It's just the better built for me. For me, All right, it works for me. I see success with it. Other people, you may not see success with it, but hell, I get success with it, and that's why I like it. All right, and last but not least, my favorite Warrock build, the Big Swing. All right, so the Big Swing, triple Fortia, double Gactos, double Winto, one Orpus, one Skylar, double Matero, double Gammy, double Gadarla, double Bashelos. You can see here, I'm only running one Orpus, and I'm not running Mammon. Like I said, I'm ready on the fence with Mammon. I like running Monster Reborn because it's Monster Reborn. You gotta have the Reinforce in the Army. You gotta have. I know I opt to run double Kaiju Slumber. I could run 3, but I just like 2 more. Don't ask me why. I just do. Then we got Extrav, 3 of course. You know I always run triple Magnum Shield, okay? And then you got the Warrock Mountain. And then double Dignity, my setup, all right? I do like playing evenly matched. I do like playing the Gravedigger Trap Hole with the Devil of Aphasia. Generation's always going to be 3 of. You got double Rivalry of the Warlords, double Gozen Match, double Summon Limit. See, this is actually has a lot of similarities with the controller variant, but you'll see. I didn't put this card into the controller variant for a reason. Judgment of Anubis. Now this card, it fucks with my opponent so much. Like I really am playing this card strictly because I know that everyone is only using Lightning Storm and Harpy's Feather Duster, or maybe Twin Torso over nonsense to then outspell and trap cards. No one's using Heavy Storm Duster. So I'll add in Judgment of Anubis. If you haven't read Judgment of Anubis, here's what it does, alright? When your opponent activates a spell card that will destroy a spell or trap card in the field, discard 1 card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Then you can non-targetingly destroy 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. And if you do that, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack on the field. Not original attack on the field. This is such an old card, but when you can actually activate it, it puts a massive smile on your face, man. You just be like, yo, you just got hit with Judgment of Anubis. Oh my fucking god. It is hilarious. And when you win with Judgment of Anubis, bro, you don't just win the duel, okay? You actually deplete your opponent's credit score. Alright, so that's going to be it for the main deck for this one. I run Chimera Attack Fortress Dragon just in case I run to a Cyber Dragon. I run Triple Heartland Draco because I like attacking directly. Double Aphasia because Trap Hole. Baguskis because Baguskis. Triple Firewall Exceed Dragon because it's Firewall Exceed Dragon, man. I like running a Cosmic Magician because she's cute. I like running Generator Transverser because, you know, like I said, it helps me win random-ass games. Gaia because I like Gaia. And, of course, Access Skill Talker because, you know, that's the Warrock deck. This is the variant of Warrocks that I play in most of my games, and I seek success with them, okay? I've actually been, as you can see here, I have all these cards, and that's why I use it. I call it Big Swing because it's funny. And it's gotten me a lot of success so far. Like, let's go over to the Duel real quick. Just want to show you the accolades. Like, I'm probably going to show you guys a bunch of fucking L's, but I don't care, okay? I like having fun in the game. I don't really care about winning too much, bro. So, I ended last season Plat 2 with it. It's pretty solid, I say. Like I said, bro, sometimes you're going to be taking L's, but, like, all those L's can amount to W's in time, all right? So long as you having fun in the game, bro, fuck it. Have fun. That's all I can say. So when you guys for, you know, taking the time out to watch this, if you play Warrocks or you just like the cards in general, have any general tips or ideas, feel free to drop in the comments. You know, I personally may not try them out. I'll be real with you. I'll be $150 with you. I probably will not try them out in Mass Duel because my ass is broke and I'm not going to be paying money for it. But I'll give them a whirly bird out there in Dueling Logo or whatever. And maybe someone else in the comments going to be reading it and be like, yo, hold up. Yo, Beef of Warrior and Warrocks might actually slap. And then, you know, whatever advice you got, drop it down to the people who be reading comments, man. But until then, thank you guys. You know, I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, stay safe.